So I promise a video on my take on our education system, and I kind of regret it. You know. And so I look at the numbers first of all, and the numbers. Um, we spend a lot of money on education. It's we spend like $100 billion a year in Canada for education, plus all the money coming in from foreign students to universities and stuff. But apart from the universities, we spend like between 14 and 20 grand per student on elementary and secondary education. So I think it's pretty high per student cost for of course majority of that stuff goes to teacher salaries. The vast majority goes to teacher salaries. And when you look at the the quality stuff, the results that we get from our education for our students, it's a mixed bag. The problem, as usual, with Canadians reporting on these kind of things, we have this thing about patting ourselves on the back for everything, right? So if you search for information anywhere, it takes a while to get to reports that have some credibility. The most stuff is just mostly praise. So we come as top 1 or top 2 or top 3 when you compared us to developed countries. It's kind of find it hard to believe that we could score better than countries like Japan or something like that. I just find it difficult to believe, or the Netherlands or something. I've been to these, not to Japan, but I've been to Europe, and it's just. But recent studies have shown that the basic skills. Results tend to decline. They have been declining over the last little while. What I've read, the report I read was 6 years, but I remember people talking about it years and years and years ago. It's always been there somehow. People have complained, and there is also my experience. An anecdotal experience that I have from friends and acquaintances and stuff. Like I was a young man when I came, when all the people my friends came from European school systems back in the day. And what I saw, we had much higher standards. I mean, the level was much higher. There was a lot more material, and the demands were much, much higher. The workload for students was much higher. So, like most of my friends that had to go back to high school, not most, but many of them passed with flying colors without any studying, despite, English being a barrier. I myself didn't go to high school. I went to Seneca College for studied English when I came. Like a full course, English course, plus then TOEFL level prep for university. And then years later, I did some university courses for professional certification that I had to do at the time, right? So that stuff was good. I mean, the Seneca College stuff was pretty intense. That was, we moved along. It was, big workload, and a lot of material got covered. And we read a lot. We talked in class all the time. It was a fantastic course, high quality stuff. So there is that, So the evidence, sort of the anecdotal, my personal, and then the sort of reporting evidence from different tests and reports is kind of a mixed bag, and it's expensive, right? So there's that. It's expensive, way too expensive to get our value for the money. Well, not sure. So I'm not sure if we get value for our money, but one thing for sure, I know this, but I've been watching this, observing and reading many pieces on that, and it's a fact that our schools and school boards and even education ministries have become a sort of a political battleground, right? I mean, the stuff is overwhelmingly done by women in schools, school boards, and the ministry. So this woke, progressive kind of thinking and feminist ideology is sold as facts, right? And men continue to be diminished by this ideas about toxic masculinity and stuff like that. So no wonder that young men fare a lot worse now than women. People under 30, men make less money now than women. The majority of students in universities are women. The dropout rates for young men are much higher than women. So these are the results. The feminization of society in the education system is a fact. Thanks for watching.